For over 50 years, the cultural mecca of the universe has made a solid imprint in the history of the Northern Province and a major impact in the Great Lakes Bay region by consistently embodying the highest forms of achievement in every field of human endeavor. Since 1972, the chapter has been at the forefront of community activism, youth leadership training, and public service in the Great Lakes Bay region. Our members excel in the local political arenas. Our Kappa Leadership League guides local youth in the right direction and trains them for leadership in the classroom and beyond. We pride ourselves on making an impact in the lives of our community members through activities that uplift and promote positive general welfare. The chapter was founded November 1972. It received its official charter on December 3, 1972. The founding members were Polemarch George Little, Vice Polemarch Dillard Harris, Keeper of Records and Exchequer Dr. Franklin Gary, Historian Dr. William Bias, Dean of Pledges Al Vinson, Strategist John Gibson Jr., Lieutenant Strategist Reggie Banks, Chapter Consultant Dr. Vernal Cambridge Sr., Dean of Probates George Carter Sr., and Student Advisor George Carter Jr. Brother George Little came to the Saginaw area as an employee of General Motors. Dr. Bias was an educator for what was then Saginaw Valley State College. Brother Franklin was Executive Director of Saginaw Catholic Diocese. The actual founding of the chapter started in 1969. 10 members were needed to charter a chapter, and there were 4. George Carter Sr., Al Vinson, John Gibson Jr., and Dr. Vernal Cambridge Sr. The initial meetings took place at Brother Vinson's home at 2401 Oakwood. The initial meetings were informal with no set agenda. The topics of discussion were written down and discussed as they came up. Because of the initial finance problems, many of the day-to-day finances of the chapter were paid primarily through the out-of-pocket contributions of Dr. Cambridge, Brother Gibson, and Brother Dillard Harris. Eventually, the chapter became self-sustaining and began to get involved in the community. December 9, 1972 was the first official meeting, and officers were chosen at this time. The chapter became involved in various community-oriented service projects, such as food drives at Thanksgiving, toy and clothes drive at Christmas, and organizing of voter registration drives. Some notable early activities of the chapter were the annual Breakfast Dawn Dance held in the fall, and the fundraiser of 1972 that the chapter used to raise $500 to build wells for the African drought. Brothers did not hesitate to reach out to give a hand to other Kappas. Dr. Bias hired brothers Vinson and Gary, who were educators, to teach a summer school program at Saginaw Valley called College Survival. This program consisted of preparatory math, English, and science courses for college-bound students. Brother Gary was involved in government-funded anti-discrimination housing surveys and made sure to hire Kappas to take part in the survey. The chapter's dedication to achievement can be illustrated best by the caliber of brothers that have come from the chapter roster. Some of the accomplishments of chapter members: Laurel Wreath Commission member Brother George Carter, past Northern Province Polemarch; E. Kenneth Glass, past Southwestern Province Polemarch; Terry Lee, 23rd Northern Province Polemarch; Reverend Dr. Desmond Daniel, past Northern Province Keeper of Records; Tyrone Harge, first editor of the Northern Province Newsletter; Calvin Williams, Northern Province Current Chaplain; Andre G. Reed, and Northern Province Current Newsletter editor, Reverend Dr. Jonathan B. Glenn. The cultural mecca of the universe continues to grow each year. The chapter is a beacon of light to the surrounding community. Today we celebrate 50-plus years of leadership, service, and achievement in every field of human endeavor.